We are group 13 from BS13 and this is our Entremet video.
Hi, my name is Lin Han and I am the pastry chef of this group. In this project, I'll be managing the group members as well as delegating tasks that everyone is supposed to complete. Next, I'll also be finalizing the proposal as well as this video presentation. Besides that, I'll be also making the honeycomb praline on the actual day, as well as sourcing for table decorations that we'll be using for this project.
Hello, I'm Ho Jun Shen. I'm the sous chef for this project. I am tasked to assist the pastry chef throughout the project. My tasks include sourcing for recipes to be tested for each element of the entremet. For the final cake, I will be making the miso ganache, mirror glaze, and the chocolate decoration. I will also be assembling the cake layers and finally glazing the cake.
I'm Eileen Nidia. I'm the artistic chef of the group. I'm in charge of assisting the sous chef, coming up with the cake design and color schemes, making the mousses, finalizing the kitchen requisition form, assisting with the cake glazing, as well as cleaning.
I'm Cristela Velita Verli as chef de partie. I'm in charge in finalizing the costing of the final product, making sponge layer and jelly layer, gathering necessary equipment and utensils, table settings on presentation day, and cleaning.
Now I'll be walking you through the history of Entremet. Entremet originally started from France during the Roman Empire, where an entremet back then was known as a creative layered cake that is served as a dessert. The word entremet, however, has a very vast meaning since the definitions have shifted over time. At its core, the word refers to the dishes or items served in between two courses. An entremet could refer to food, entertainment, or both. The purpose of entremets back then was to delight dinner party guests. One of the first mentions of the word entremet predates back to the late 1300s, where it was found in Lavandière and Televen, where entremets created referred to beautiful birds, where usually it referred to swans or peacocks that were skinned, cooked, and then reinserted under their original feathers that were served. However, during the 1400s, the entremet game got leveled up once more, and by the time it reached the 15th century, entremets are no longer defined as entertainments, but rather small in-between meal courses, primarily in French dinners. Over time, the word entremet has evolved to become a sweet dish served as a dessert. Having all sorts of varieties, from hot entremets to frozen entremets, its bounds are nearly limitless. For the pastry chefs of this era, they know entremets as a mousse-layered dessert, with multiple flavors, textures, and colors that complement one another. It transformed into something closer to art while maintaining that flavorful punch yet aesthetic look. For our entremet concept, we were given the theme Tradition, whereby our understanding it meant where we take something traditional that has been going on for quite some time now and we combine it with a trend or we make it into something trendy. Hence, we chose fermented products as our core since fermentation has been practiced since the Neolithic age where it's been widely used for winemaking or food preservation in the past. In the recent years, fermentation is gaining popularity once again and turning into a trend due to the beneficial health effects such as aiding in digesting due to all that goodness as well as all that bacteria. To match the theme, the concept we intend to base our cake around is the theme of using fermented products, hence giving it the name of It's Alive, representing the life and bacteria yeast that give us these fermented foods.
For the fermented products of our entremet, we are adding miso into the ganache in order to give the ganache a slightly umami taste and an extra layer of flavor. Yogurt is added to our jelly because it lends a slightly tangy flavor, which can be a great vessel to feature the fruitier flavors of the mousse. Tauchu is added to our vanilla sponge because the tauchu bean can add an interesting textural element to our sponge cake. For the flavors of our entremet, we chose yuzu and passion fruit for our mousse to give the entremet freshness and acidity to balance the sweeter layers. The yuzu gives the entremet an exotic edge, which will go well with the tropical notes of passion fruit. Our jelly is flavored with strawberry in order to complement the fruitiness of the mousse.
Our technical ingredient is ovalate. Ovalate is an emulsifier that provides the cake with better volume and helps trap air in the batter. Shape. The size of our entremet is 8 inch x to 2 inch. For the shape of our entremet, our group decided to make an eclipse shape. We choose this shape because the rounded edge resemble bacterial colonies on a blood agar plate. Colors. As our theme is It's Alive, we choose to go for a bright red color as a glaze with a gold speck to represent a similar bacteria colonies on a blood agar plate. Next, moving to inner layers, the bottom layer we fill with honeycomb praline base, which is bright yellow from the caramelization of the sugar and it's present a crunchy texture. Top with a brown miso ganache with a silky and velvety texture. Next up, we have a layer yuzu mousse, which is light green in color and creamy texture, followed by a yellow genoise sponge with light brown specks, which is fluffy in texture. Then, we have strawberry yogurt jelly, which is red in color and presents a smooth texture. After that, followed by another layer of light green yuzu mousse. And last but not least, encasing all these layers will be a golden orange passion fruit layer that also have a creamy texture. The entremet is then finished off with the mirror glaze at the outer layer. Decoration. As the decoration, we put a golden chocolate ball on the top of our entremet, gold specks, and also red shining glaze.
Our table decoration revolves around a rustic look that is provided by a wooden palette and dried pandan leaves. The setting also includes various fermented products such as kimchi, kombucha, yogurt, miso, sauerkraut, etc. These products further accentuate the concept of It's Alive, promoting the idea of live bacteria is all around us, including our food. For our first trial, the flavor of the yuzu mousse was too strong, the yogurt jelly was unnoticeable, and the white chocolate flavor overpowers the miso ganache, and also the layers were not sticking together as one. For our second trial, we reduced the amount of yuzu by half, but it was still overpowering everything else. The teochew in the sponge was not detectable, and we decided to change regular yogurt flavor to strawberry yogurt. However, the trial jelly needed more strawberry flavor. We also finalized the miso ganache recipe. For our third trial, we again reduced the amount of yuzu by half, but it was still slightly overpowering. The teochew flavor was there and finalized. The jelly is also finalized after changing the strawberry jam into strawberry compote. The assembled cake was not fully frozen, meaning we had to speed up assembling the layers and allow more freezing time.